Hey everybody, this is Jeff from SocialHiker, SoCalHiker, and the Six Pack of Peaks Challenge. And I want to share with you a few things. I've had a few questions come in about how to navigate the new site that we're using for our hike logs, for registering for the Six Pack of Peaks Challenge this year, and also how you connect with your friends, how you find your friends and are able to connect with those. So I'm going to try to walk you through it right now. And if you have any other questions, just leave a comment to this video and I'll be happy to try to address that. All right. So let's start out by looking at how do you actually sign into the site. So I've got the website socialhiker.net. This is new for this year. Last year for the Southern California Challenge, we used SoCalHiker, but we've moved everything to this new domain for SocialHiker. SoCalHiker remains a great site for trail guides. On the upper right-hand side, you'll see that I'm not logged in yet. So I'm going to click that login button. This assumes, of course, that you've already registered for the challenge. You can, if you haven't done that yet, you can do that at sixpackofpeaks.com. So I've got my username, Jeff, and my password, and I hit login. And I'm taken back to the home page, and you'll see in the upper right now it shows my name, my avatar, and a little new menu here for users. And from here, I can go to challenges, and I can see all of the challenges that I'm a part of. Now, for me, I'm actually a part of multiple challenges, so I'm going to see that. A lot of people, in fact, most people probably are going to be registered for just one particular challenge. But you would see those all here. And in this case, we'll look at SoCal as an example. So I can click on that, and I'm going now to the challenger only area for the SoCal Six Pack Peaks Challenge. So only people who are registered for the challenge will be able to access this area. And other people, if they try to access it, they might get a 404 error or some other error message saying they don't have access. The first thing that you'll see here is a series of what this they call this the activity stream, and you can see who the users are, the challengers who've logged a hike, and for a particular peak. If I want to look at that particular hike, I can just click on the word hike there, link, and go right to that hike log, and I can see what this particular user wrote about their trip up, Mount Wilson and so on. If I want to, I can leave a comment on that. I can share it on Twitter, Facebook, Google+. I can like it, and so on. So it's a really nice way to get very quickly to those hike logs and kind of see what's going on. There's also a discussion forum that's specific to each of the challenges. So you can ask questions, how do you log your hikes, for example? Is there snow? How do I get permits? That kind of thing. And if you have a question you want to add, you just type in the title, the message, go down here. If you have attachments, you can hit submit, and it goes into the forum. You can also, now this is where you connect with your friends. So if you have other friends who are doing the challenge, you can click on members. So we see members of the SoCal Challenge, and here's a list of all of our members. And obviously there's 946 members. There's too many to view on one page, but you can do a search. So I could search for, I don't know, let's see. I'm going to search for Cece and see if that comes up with anything. There it is. So one of our ambassadors, Cece, is listed right there, and I can click on her name, go to her profile. I'm already connected with her, so we're already connected as friends, but if not, I could hover over that little ellipsis and say I want to send a friend request and add a friend request to them. On their particular profile, I can see their own wall, so I can write something to CC. This would be public, or I could write a private message to her. I can look at her profile, and in this case, because I'm an admin, I'm going to see other information about her address and stuff, but most people would see her badges in that area. So the hikes that she's done, if we look down, you can see those on there. Let's see, what else do we have? So logging your hike, on the left-hand side, you'll see log your hike. And this is going to show you the different challenges. So you pick the challenges that you're registered for, and you'll get that particular form. So you can enter in the name of the hike, the date that you entered or that you actually completed the hike, what peak it was, and then you have to add a featured image. That's required. What trailhead did you start from? Did you or did you not hike with a group? That's optional. And then a little description of the hike. How was it? What were the trail conditions like? Did you have a great time? Was there something you want other people to be aware of? There's a sign down, or this turn was tricky, parking was a crazy. And then you can add up to an additional 4 other photos if you so choose. And you saw an example of the hike logs to see kind of how that works. The last piece that I'll show you is on the Six Pack of Peaks menu on the left. You can actually navigate to, there's a page for each of those challenges where you can get a nice overview map of all of the peaks. In this case, in Southern California, we have 2 optional peaks in green. We have a list of those peaks, so you can kind of get sort of the high level overview, and also a link to the guide for the original route. Obviously, on the SoCal challenge, you can hike these from any route that you choose. But if you wanted to see what we originally created when I was training, when I created the 6-pack, as I was training for the John Muir Trail, those are those original routes that are listed there. And those will take you to, in this case, SocialHiker. In some cases, it might take you to another hiking blogger's website with a guide to that trail. This is also where you can see a list of all the finishers. And we'll take a quick look at that. So we have a few finishers so far for Southern California this year, and also the hike logs. And this is kind of a nice way for you to get a good picture of conditions on the trail, because you can see, by date, and it shows the most recent hikes. You see the date of the hike on there, and you can see what the trail conditions are like, and on any given particular trail. We can kind of scroll through here and get some of a quick idea. And if I want to see, well, what are conditions on San Jacinto? Let's take a look at that. And I can filter the results to show me just the hike logs for San Jacinto. And we can see February 18th is the most recent one. So we'll take a quick look at that. And Manny here, the challenger, said the trail was very icy. So some snow and some ice. You can see that in the pictures here, and we can look through the gallery of all his photos. Kind of a cool way to do it. And I can like this, and I can leave a comment on there as well if I so chose. So a really cool way for you to kind of get a feel for what the conditions are, and also to connect with some of the other challengers that are out there. So check that out as well. Now, so I've gone through this really, really quickly. I wanted to give you kind of a quick overview of how to log in, how to find the challenger only area, how to connect with your friends and search for friends through the system, and how to log your hike, and how to view the hike logs and the finishers list. I think I've done all of those things. So you might want to rewind and kind of review if you need to. But if there's anything I haven't covered, leave me a comment down below, and I'll be happy to do that. Talk to you soon, and happy trails.